back to my channel. Welcome back to another cooking video. Today your girl is making some oil dung dumplings, and I don't know if I ever shared that recipe with you guys, but today I'm gonna hit you guys with a plug. So you can eat this dumpling just as is. It's basically oil dung, like how you make oil dung breadfruit, but instead of like breadfruit or cassava, you're using dumpling. This is a regular dumpling, not corn dumpling. This is just regular dumpling. I don't like corn dumpling. My in-laws, they are making curry crab. I have a way that I do this dumpling that it tastes really good, and I learned this from my mom. So shout out to you, Madre. She's a real MVP. She used to always make this every Sunday, oil dung dumpling with conchs. That was like a specialty, and that used to taste so good. So I learned this recipe from her, and you know, I add my little twist to it over the years, and I find it so good. You can eat it as is, or if you are vegetarian, you can eat it with like fried tomatoes if you like tomatoes, or like a nice tomato stroke on the side, or like curry some mushroom or curry some corn. My mouth is salivating just thinking about it. But yeah, my in-laws, they are making curry crab. I am making the oil dung dumpling, and I'm just currying a little bit of chicken for Dean because he don't like crab. Plus he has braces too, so it's kind of really hard to eat crab with braces, and then he really don't like it. I just wanted to show you what I have going on my station right there. So these are for my dumplings. So I chopped up some fresh shadow benny, aka bandania. This is, I usually, when I buy seasoning now, I wash it and then I put it in a Ziploc bag, so it's easier when I have to cook to just take out some and don't have to wash and stuff. I did that with the pimentos and peppers that I bought. So this is fresh shadow benny that's already washed and ready to season whatever. This is pimento. This is 2 pimento. I am using half of this in the flour, in the dough that I'll be kneading, and I'll show you guys that just now. This is half of an onion. I dice it really finely because I don't like this kind of onion chunky. I prefer red onion, but this is what I have. This is shadow benny. I'm not using any hot pepper because my little niece will be eating from this, and I also have some fine thyme here, and I blend some fresh seasoning, just a little bit, so for my chicken, but I'll also be using that in my dumplings. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pour my flour in here. I usually average, I don't take measurements, so I just average. I'm gonna pour my flour. I'm going to add some salt and black pepper. I'm gonna add half of this pimento, half of the shadow benny, also a little bit of the seasoning, and I'm gonna season up my flour. I'm also gonna add a little bit of butter and just mix everything. That's what we have going on here. Hi guys, I'm coming in with the voice note here. So I know I said it's a recipe, but is it really a recipe if I ain't giving you guys instructions? Like, I'm just throwing flour here, you know, not measuring anything. And I've been making this for so many years that I don't even need to measure. Like, I just, you know, go with the flow. I guess my hands are set in it, and if you cook constantly, you understand what I mean. So yeah, I just throw until like I feel it's enough, and then I season my flour with salt, black pepper. I'm gonna put half of the diced pimento as well as the shadow benny. I'm also gonna put some of the freshly blend seasoning, which has pimento, garlic, and shadow benny. And I'm gonna add some butter to the flour, mix everything really well, and then add my water. And you want to make sure I knead the dough kind of stiff. You don't want to knead the dough soft. I don't add baking powder to my dumplings. I know some people do, but I don't. And after, when it's like, you know, almost kneaded, I'm gonna drizzle olive oil and just knead it again, and then set it aside, and then start to roll it out and cut my dumplings. So yeah, that's basically it. dumpling is kneaded. You have to knead it a bit stiff, not soft. You don't want to knead the dough soft. So I have it here, and I already put on my pot with water to come to a boil. I'm just gonna add a little salt to the water, and that's basically it. And I'm gonna roll my dumpling and cut it and place it in there. Most likely I'll have to knead back a next batch, but that's okay. Let me see how much I get with this, and then I can always do that. So I'm gonna give you guys a little time lapse. God, guys, look at my eyes. It keeps running and it's burning. I was cutting up a little onion. If you see the size of this little baby onion, can't even open my eyes because it burns so much. The onion is like this big, and wow, that is burning. I think I'm gonna need to wash my eyes. Oh my god. I'm gonna wash my eyes. I'm gonna come back to you. So I went and I washed my eyes a little bit, kind of like cool it down. But oh my god, that little onion is like deadly. I'm like low-key scared to go back in the kitchen and continue cooking, cause that onion was brutal. Okay, that's why I don't like to cook with those onions. I prefer red onions because one, when you cut it, it doesn't burn at all, and two, it's a better flavor. Oh my god, look at my nose. All right, time to go. Boiling. The curry chicken is finished. As I said, I only do a little bit for him alone, and this is the onions that's burning the living shit out of my eyes. Still have to cut this pimento, and I have to cut some more shadow benny because I used it all in the dumpling. So yeah, this is enough. Yes, I am not going through this stress. Shove everything one side. My god, this onion. Oh. So I'm gonna bring everything closer. I already strained the dumpling. I have my pot here, but I'm not gonna light it as yet because I want to make sure that I have everything prepared. So once I start these brisk movements, I'm gonna bring my board closer with all my seasoning to add. I'm gonna mix my powdered milk, so I'm using this. I'm gonna light my stove. Now you can either use olive oil or butter, whatever you choose. I am just going to use golden ray butter. Obviously it's not healthy, but you know, I am eating this every single day, so when I do make it, I make it really good. However, if you choose to do it the healthy way, you can. I'm gonna add about this much. So I'm gonna add about this much butter to my pot. While that is melting, I'm going to add in my onions and pimento, so it could, you know, get nice and fragrant in there. I'm gonna add in some of my shadow bunny. I'm leaving some, so I'll garnish it on top. And I'm gonna add some of my green seasoning. Once everything is nice and translucent, then you're gonna add your dumplings. So it can be coated in that deliciousness. And at this point, you want to lower your heat. You don't want anything to burn, but you want to make sure and mix everything in really good. So now before you add your coconut milk, you want to make sure that everything is fried up really nicely. I'm just going to add some salt and some black pepper. Guys, and it smells so good already. You're gonna add your coconut milk. Add your coconut milk. Give everything, make sure all those dumplings are coated in that coconut milk. Make sure everything is nicely coated. And you're gonna finish this with some fine thyme, as well as a little more butter. And I like to leave it with a little sauce. So I'm just gonna cut off the heat on the stove. And now I'm just gonna garnish it with some fresh chardonnay. Get this mix. And that's it, guys. Oil down dumplings. Let me show you guys. And this is the final product. Oh my god, look at that. You can eat this as is, or you can eat this with some curry crab, with anything.